Right, next up, sulfides. Sulfides are incredibly economically important because they commonly contain both sulfur and metals. So let's get into this. Sulfides are just any rock that contains sulfide, and it can be any type of rock type, sedimentary, igneous, or metamorphic. But they are commonly associated with precious metals, most notably gold, silver, and platinum. They are also the ore minerals of most metals used in industry, like antimony, bismuth, copper, lead, nickel, zinc, all of that, right? So if you go into the mining industry, you are definitely or probably going to be looking for sulfide minerals because they're going to contain those metals, those other resources that you need. Right, so the first sulfide that we're going to talk about is galena. You should be familiar with this mineral. It's the mineral that's really, really heavy when you hold it in your hand because it's made up of lead and kind of stinky because it has sulfur. You could have guessed it. It is commonly found in hydrothermal veins. The most important commercial use of lead is the manufacture of electrical storage batteries for fossil fuel powered cars and vehicles. So we are in the future moving away from this, right? But it's definitely going to be still a part of our lives and our definitely children's lives. So because lead can be highly toxic to human health, that's why we never lick galena. Lead-based paints and lead as additives in gasoline have been outlawed. So that's why you see those lead-free stickers on your gas pumps. Lead is also no longer used in plumbing. So we've gotten rid of as much as lead as we can in our lives, but we do still use it in some instances when humans aren't commonly coming into contact with it, such as, in the car batteries, things like that. Next up, we've got sphalerite, which is zinc and sulfur. Sphalerite and galena are most commonly found together in hydrothermal ore deposits. And about half of all zinc produced is used to make galvanized steel, in which thin coatings of zinc are put on it to prevent corrosion. A large percentage of zinc production goes into brass, which is an alloy between copper and zinc, and other zinc alloys. Right? So definitely goes into construction materials, electronics, things like that. Bornite is a copper iron sulfide. So it's typically distributed with copper ores and other sulfides like chalcopyrite, things like that. It's also called peacock ore because it has those beautiful peacock colors in it. The two major types of copper deposits are porphyry copper and volcanogenic massive sulfide deposits, or VMS deposits. Porphyry copper deposits are formed around intrusions that feed volcanoes as the magmatic waters are expelled from the intrusions. And the volcanogenic massive sulfide deposits typically consist of these huge lenses of copper, zinc, and lead sulfides deposited as the sediment from these hydrothermal systems deposits on the ocean floor. All right. Bornite, just like a lot of other things, is commonly associated with other copper iron sulfides, right? So anywhere you find native copper, native iron, native sulfur, you're probably also going to find all these sulfides like bornite, chalcopyrite, chalcocite, pyrite, pyrrhotite, like all of these words that share very similar names because they're all in the same family.